Welcome to another episode, everyone. Young Hawk from 94 Hoover, who many of you have seen lately here on the internet. He squabbled up with infant Coop from rolling 60's right there in the Los Angeles County Jail. I was there. I seen the squabble. I saw the fight. Hawk was my cellie more than once, at least twice there in the Los Angeles County Jail. He was fighting his case and I was fighting mine. And at one point he was in a cell with me and the homie Fat Chops and some other guy. And Hawk had found himself in a couple situations there in the Los Angeles County Jail. He found himself in hot water more than once for his indiscretions. Do not take this personal. I just have to be honest. I'm gonna be honest about what happened during this damn fight. That's it. I can't lose credibility. I can't take sides. I just have to do my content and let you know what transpired during that squabble that young Hawk had with infant Coop from 60's. Now, I seen young Hawk on No Jumper saying that his name had been ringing in the Los Angeles County Jail, and this is why 4 Extra had approached him via a kite or what have you about a squabble, because 4 Extra knew who he was, that his name was ringing. He also said that, he can't really say that 4 Extra was squabbling like that in the county jail. Well, I can. 4 Extra was squabbling in the Los Angeles County Jail. But Hawk, whatever, his name, whatever. He said his name was ringing. It was, it was doing all right. I mean, Hawk, he had a few squabbles in there. I'm not taking anything from him. He did have a few squabbles there in the county jail. And one time, one of the young homies from 5 Deuce was in line for a DP being a discipline for his indiscretions. Well, the police had come to me one time and told me that he was in the hallway, the young homie from 5 Deuce, I guess I won't even mention his name, man, refusing to come inside of the module. Now, some neighborhoods over there, some East Coasters over there, and everybody was over there squabbling up in this module. This was in the 2628, and it was going up constantly. Constant fights in the day room, constant fights inside of the cell, stabbings, and what have you, in the ultra-violent Los Angeles County Jail, where gang activity is always at a fever pitch. So he's refusing to come into the module. The police, they came and got me. I am running the module at this time. This is my young homie. So the police, and they put him on blast. They want to let me know, man, your young homie's, he in the hallway, he refusing to come inside of the module. Straight, the police, they play dirty politics. They're not about to protect someone who they feel like is a coward. They taking it like he's scared to come inside of the module, knowing that he's going to have to squabble up in there or what have you. So I'm like, all right, I'll go holler at him, man. So they take me out in the hallway, and the young homie sitting right there, and he tell me, man, I don't know why he came. He said, I don't know why they came and got you. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't going up in there. I said, what? I said, what, you scared to come up in the module, bro? Like, man, I ain't scared, man. I just want to go over here with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Woo. I'm like, there's homies in there. Now, truth be told, I have done this before. Like, when I got to YA, I had refused to go inside of the dorm because I was leaving the dorm with the homies in there. The homie G-Mac, now known as Judah, from Playboy style. He was in the dorm. My homie Jughead, the homie Sleep from Payback, they was all in there. And so they moved me out and trying to take me over here to this other dorm, to Napomo. I'm like, man, nah, man, the homies over here, I want to stay over here. I don't want to go over there. And so I had an ulterior motive, but it's still not right, because the older homie told me at a later date, you never refuse to go inside of a module no matter what. Even if you playing a game, playing a scheme with the police, you just want to stay with the homies, you want to go with the homies, you're trying to demand to the police where they can put you at. You know, don't put me over there, man. Take me over here to Building 5. Take me over here to C Yard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going over there, man. Take me over here because you want to go with your cousin or whatever. Whatever the reason is, never refuse to go inside of a building, a yard, or a module, bro. A dorm, whatever. You can never refuse. That's some PC shit. You can't refuse. So, after that, I said, okay, well, that makes sense. So I never played that game again. I wasn't scared to go over there. I was just trying to stay where I was at. So I know that this happens. So he's saying, this dude in the hallway, man, I want to go over here with the homies. I want to come over here, but I'm not thinking that's really his reason, because like I said, it's going up over here. And like I say, he popping it at me. Talking about, man, I don't know why they came and got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know exactly why they came and got me, man. Get your ass over here in the module. You can't refuse to come to a module, bro. That's an automatic DP. Yeah. Come over here, then we'll get you where you're trying to go. And that's the whole point. Go to where they trying to put you, and then work your way to where you're trying to go. But you can't refuse to go to a module, dorm, yard, building. You can't refuse. So get your ass over in the module. I'm out here telling him this. You can't refuse, bro. You got to come inside of the module. I can get you moved to where you're trying to go, and I could. I had enough juice to get him to whatever dorm or module he was trying to go to. But I'm telling him for right now, get your ass over in the dorm. This ain't a good look. He just shaking his head like, no, it ain't happening, man. Whoa. So anyhow, he didn't come into the module. A few days later, a week or so later, he ends up coming in the module anyway. They basically forced him over there, this and that. So he had a DP coming. So sent Hawk over there at him, and somebody else got on him, you know, and they fucked him up a little bit, right? So Hawk had done that, and he had done a couple other things right there in the county jail. So I said, okay, you know, he's okay. He was a little loud. A few of the homies wasn't really feeling him, but he was okay. And so here comes Infant Coop from 60's. Now, from my understanding, Infant Coop is now resting in peace. If so, rest in peace to that young brother. Regardless of where he was from, he was a soldier. And so we're from the same place. We're from the same hood. We're cut from the same cloth. And that's my brother, and it's above the gang banging shit anyway. He was not my enemy. He was not my opposition, even if I thought so at the time and he thought so. When you know better, you have to do better. And again, I don't know if it's true, but that's what I did hear some time ago, that he had passed away. Something about the police during a robbery or something. I think the police unalived him. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe y'all can let me know in the comments if this is true. But the brother was kind of short, but he was strong, had a little size on him. But he was a solid individual. Infant Coop was. He was a solid individual, bro. Young dude. He came into the module, and he was seeking the fade from Young Hawk immediately. He had said that Young Hawk had been running his mouth too much around the county jail, not necessarily putting in work, but running his mouth, and that he needed to get at him immediately. And that was that. He came in looking for the smoke. Tiny Goofy was around at the time, and so was Porky, rest in peace, and some strong individuals who are not really going to allow anyone to just come in that's a so-called opposition and get at a Hoover like that. But at the same time, everyone decided kick back and let young Hawk handle his business, because this dude wanted with him. And he has made this explicitly clear. So it was all set up. Going to the day room and you two squabble up. Hawk and Infant Coupe. It was a few dudes in there from neighborhood. I believe C Nasty from 40 was up in there. Troy from East Coast might have been in the day room at that time. I was in there. Homie Fat Chops was up in there. Hawk was in there. A few other individuals, some onlookers, bystanders, a couple of Southsiders, what have you. Another fight is imminent. Another fight is on the way. Everybody's crowding in to check it out. This is a daily thing, a daily routine, daily entertainment, violent entertainment, if you will, there in the dangerous Los Angeles County Jail. Just another one like the other one. Nothing new, nothing to see here, people, but everybody still wants to see it because they know Infant Coupe is a strong dude, and Hawk has been around there. Again, he's been doing his stuff, though, you know, but some people feel like he pops it a lot here about the mouth area. So they want to see if he's about to bag it up. Into the day room, go in there, and they square off. Hawk and Infant Coupe, and they start squabbling. Now Hawk is taller than Infant Coupe, and you know Hawk got a little size on him as well. They squabbling, but you know early on, Infant Coupe, well, he's hitting them with a few good ones. Bam, bam, a few solid punches. He's not swimming whatsoever. Hawk is. At first, he's putting his head down and going in there. And Infant Coupe has got his head up and just bam, 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 just hitting him. I'm like, oh man, this ain't looking good for young Hawk. And then I see Hawk grab Infant Coupe because he didn't dazed him. He grabbed him, bam. Infant Coupe, he pushed him up off of him. Infant Coupe is in there. He's stalking him like he's praying. He in there on Hawk. You know what I'm saying? Man, watch out, stop holding, bro. You telling Hawk, stop grabbing. What? Get up off me, stop grabbing. Squabble up. And I told y'all this before. I'm not sure if I mentioned Hawk's name at the time. I told y'all this story before. In one way or another. And he coming at him. And then Hawk, he ended up kicking him. So he kicked Coupe. He kicked Infant Coupe. So then Coupe really got upset. Said, man, you can't be kicking, bro. What? He really hit him with a couple good ones, pushing like, man, this dude kicking, man. Get your homie kicking. You know what I'm saying? And Hawk tried to, and Hawk said something like, or maybe Hawk was, I think Hawk tried to accuse Infant Coupe of kicking. He like, man, he kicking. Because Hawk trying to stop fighting, bro. He tried to stop the fight. At this point, he got hit with a couple good ones. Hawk is in there squabbling. And again, don't get upset, bro. I'm just telling you what happened. He is in there squabbling. But he's not winning this fight. Infant Coupe is a hog. He has heart. And he's in there. And he got his head up and he's fighting for real. He's squabbling. No Michael Phelpsing. No swimmers. Head up at all times, and you can hear the smacks in there. Bam, 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 bam. I'm like, oh man. Woo, this is not good. So Hawk is trying to stop the whoever accused who of kicking, whatever, he's trying to stop the fight. That part I remember. He's like, oh no, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's accusing Infant Coupe of kicking. He's like, no, oh no, man, he kicking, man, no. So me and the other homie too, like, no, get back in there, bro. You gotta get back in there. Hell no. It ain't over because, you know, you done tried to squabble up the homie inside of the cell 3 different times, Hawk has. I told y'all a little bit about that as well. I'll bring you that story. So, yeah. You in here picking on the homie. Get your ass back up in there. So, but if Coop like, man, stop kicking, bro. Stop this, stop that. Squabble up. And he walking forward. You know, infant Coop, he walking forward. He ain't never backing up. He ain't never up against the wall. He walking forward and swinging, not Hail Marys and haymakers, straight solid punches. Bam, 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 good ones. Up in there. And popping it pretty much the whole time. What's up, nigga? Boom, boom. You know, he coming at this dude. And Young Hawk, again, he did fight back. He didn't run. He didn't hit the ground. He squabbled, but he tried to stop the squabble at one point, and he didn't win the squabble. But he did squabble. And, you know, you don't have to win them all. You just got to squabble. Hell, you can get knocked out. As long as you got in there and squabble, you all right with me. You just got to get in there and squabble if it's your time. You know, just as a man, it ain't got to be on no gang shit, whatever. Just as a man, when it's your time, you got to protect yourself. You got to defend yourself as a man. If you can do that, you're okay. Regardless of what happens, I got my tooth knocked back. Won't happen now. But it happened then. And Young Hawk, yeah, he tried to, but he got in there. That's more than I can say for some people. He got in the ring with Infant Coupe. But Infant Coupe, yeah, he was a strong individual, bro. Hopefully he didn't pass. I don't know, but that's what I heard. But he was a strong dude. You know what I'm saying? Young dude. He was like 22 or 23 maybe at that time. If that. Could have been 21 or 20. He was a young dude. Looked real young. But he was strong, bro. That's it. He was strong. I ain't finna, what you want me to say? I can't lie about the shit. He was strong, bro. He came in there looking for the squabble from Hawk. He came in there calling him out. He came into the mountain like, I want to squabble this dude immediately. That's what he was saying. That's what he was pushing. I want to squabble this dude immediately, bro. Set it up in me. I want to squabble him immediately. Set it up. This how he pushing. As soon as he came in there. And got in the day room. As soon as possible, I set it up. Like the next day, 2 days later, they was in there. And he was coming at him. Like he wanted it. Just like he said. He wanted to smoke. He meant that. He started coming at him and talking to him. Watch out, man. Watch out. Stop grabbing me. And on him. Oh, man. What's going on here? No. Stay free, people.